Raising choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if we getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's Wilson to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
61. Go.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Wilson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll try and sneak it here. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 4. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
Dalvin Cook
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw is Wilson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson
to the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack on first down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 35, Steelers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Bravo!
Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Exit. I-7, let's go.
Here's Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got some space here. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And some room to roam now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Steelers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. Down right around the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Steelers take over 2nd and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Exit. I said it, let's go. Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Scene 6. Box drop.
Now Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Delta.
Wilson. They fights it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Let's go.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one. It's getting a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wilson. Caught right side, it's Snead.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Alpha.
Throwing again here, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Exit. I 7, let's go. Ready?
Here's Wilson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Steelers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They'll keep and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This